So today I want to talk about travel winning, which is the process of using credit card bonuses to get free miles and free trips. It's a process that I last year used to earn 235,000 miles and take 6 trips around the country, or actually the world, from Tahoe to Brazil, back home to San Luis Obispo. It got my ass back from the road trip that I took last year. And I released a free guide earlier this year that walks you through the process, and it got a really great response. But I framed it more from being able to go out and travel, which is what most people do, right? Beef up your Instagram feed, live the YOLO lifestyle. But actually, I want to share with you a personal story, which surrounds how I'm in Austin right now, which you can kind of see in the reflection. Because although that's how I used my miles last year, for vacation, for travel, right now I'm actually using it for a very different and more important purpose. So I want to share with you my own personal experience and what going through the travel winning process is now allowing me to do, which is something I've been wanting to do for a really long time. I'm actually in Austin for a week to go through some back therapy. So as some of you may know, but most of you probably don't, I have scoliosis, which means my spine is this sweet S, and it's something that didn't really bother me up until college, but ever since then it's been getting progressively worse. And over the past 5 years I've actually used a standing desk. It's been hard for me to sit down for more than an hour or so, which is why I'm recording this very quickly so I don't have to sit down for too long. And it's finally gotten to the point where I'm like, I don't know what this is going to be like when I'm 40, let alone 50. So I finally realized, you know what, I need to do something about it. And a friend of mine in Austin, who has a lot of back problems herself, recommended that I go through this program, Egoscue, which she had a trainer down here who was awesome. It helped take away like 90 to 95% of her pain. So I was like, hell yeah, I want to do this. But the trainer who she was working with is in Austin, and obviously I live in New York City, right? So I was like, how can I make it so that I can come down here and do the work and work with this badass who can really help me? And I was trying to put the pieces together, and it costs a lot to do the program, to find a place to stay, to travel down here. But that's where travel winning comes in, because when I started thinking about it, I was like, okay, I have enough miles where I can make the flight for free. I can get down here and back for free. And then once that thought was in my mind, I was like, okay, how can I maybe stay here for free? Because I have some friends who live down here. And the universe just made it work so that I was able to get my first session was actually the time that a friend of mine was leaving for Ibiza for a week. Screw you for going to Ibiza, Sophia, by the way. But that meant that, okay, I had a free flight down here, and then it just so happened to line up that I had a free place to stay as well. And those two things being in place meant that I could go and do the program. The fact that I knew I could get down here for free made me just think, okay, this is possible, right? And then what else do I need to do to be able to put the things into place to make it happen? So it's not necessarily as sexy as a story of saying I'm gonna go to Bermuda or travel to Brazil, but in terms of what I need for myself and how, fingers crossed, hopefully helpful and life-changing this can be, I'm just so grateful to have learned what I learned last year with travel winning and put it into practice in my own life. And I never would have thought that this is how I would have used them, right? How I would have used these miles, but having them there and having them available has just been awesome, such a blessing, and enabled me to do something which hopefully, again, fingers crossed, is gonna help me feel a whole lot better and not have to stand every damn moment of the day. I hope that this is helpful. You have a link in the comments. I'll leave a link there to download the guide, again, for free, so you don't have anything to lose. And it walks you through step by step what you need to do, the process, even gives you a checklist for how to get your first free flight. Thank you so much, everyone, and I'll let you know how this whole thing goes. Take care.